Yeah, it sounds so good. All right, simply enough, our goal is to get this onto this. It should be easy enough, right? The biggest problem I think we have, it's not a dovetail, which that really doesn't bother me because the angle of the driveway is really gonna help, but you, Mr. APR, I've already done a lot of bad things to you. Oh, I'm even missing part of the plastic. I'll need more of that. But you've seen some really bad things, but you actually work really well as a skid plate. We're gonna see if that's gonna be my issue. And look at the pieces, the little guards or whatever you wanna call those at the front. Those are certainly going to be challenging as soon as the car gets close to it. Literally, the car fits exactly on the trailer. Thankfully, this isn't the Diablo, which would have made way longer of a run to get this car to not scrape, but this is decent. Decently happy. That's good.
And at all costs, make sure this thing doesn't roll off. Keep on going, keep on. Keep cutting it to the left now. All right, keep coming back. Keep coming back. Come on. Just ease it now. All right, you're good there. Come on, come on. A little bit more if you want, but all right, that's good.
We're not gonna leave it to just those latches. Tighten these down a little bit more and then add some more to the front. That's a beautiful sight right there. At least this is the shot I can make for the insurance claim. down first. Yeah, that's exactly. This is the wing used in that video, and I want to take it to LA so bad because all my cars that could use downforce. When you have a wing that is capable of generating 500 pounds of downforce, sure as hell need to make sure it's strapped down. I have it duct taped down, everything. Here we go. That looks beautiful. I was able to get the FD drag tires. Those are actually the stock FD wheels. Got that on there. Both of them, and they're stuck to the car, they're stuck to the trailer, they're not going anywhere. Like Kevin just said, we're not turning around from this moment. We're kind of we're in it.
Walk away, we're not coming back.
Nope. Yeah. As soon as the front tire rolls off the driveway, it's there's no reverse on. The Durango doesn't come with a reverse, so this is it. We got the car loaded up. We've got tons of extra straps, more than just what the U-Haul provides. I've got wheels on there. I've got the wing. I've got the CTS-V. This is going to be a mind-bending trip. There's the beginning. Goodbye, good old Monroe. What's particularly interesting is that wing, the APR wing, is part of my longest journey I've ever done. One day, it was a Friday afternoon, I bought, from my buddy Peter, I bought that wing in New York City. Problem is, I lived here in Michigan. I realized, I'm like, I am not gonna be able to pick up that wing other than that weekend. He wasn't gonna ship it, nothing else. At 4 in the morning, I took a 5-hour energy and I drove from Michigan to New York. I get there early morning and go to Peter and get the wing, put it in my old CTS, not my V. I go around, I look at, all the different major sites, of course. I've been there a couple times, but it was like, oh, I'll tour around, and then I stopped for a second and I drove back home. I was up for almost 40 hours. I drove for 20 of those. I wasn't tired, I was zoned. It was the weirdest feeling in the world. By the time I got home and I was laying in bed, I was wide awake because the sun was rising at that point because I'd gone the full day driving back. And I could see things on my ceiling. My eyes were playing straight up hallucination tricks. They weren't on the road, but they were at home. I won't ever do that again, but that wing signifies the longest trip I've ever had in a car. Recognize this area at all? No, you don't, because you were asleep while we got pulled over for doing 160 in the Diablo, dick. Here we are on the first stop of many, probably 10 at least additional scheduled gas stops. We guarantee at least 220 miles to each tank. We're getting about 10 to 11 miles per gallon. Oh, beautiful. I'm going through right now and checking all of the straps, make sure this poor wing. Some people on you guys on Instagram pointed out that this wing's gonna get peppered. I didn't even think about that part of it. Good. Okay. Why are they so far onto our side, into our lane? It's 2:30 in the morning Central Time, so that means it's really 3:30 in terms of my internal body clock, which doesn't really keep time at all anyway. We went through a little bit of rain here near Des Moines, Iowa. We're on our way to Nebraska soon after, of course, I check all the straps one more time. Everything seems pretty tight and in order. On a side note, this place is very professional. Good food. Oops. What is it? Yeah, it's probably a brothel for Iowans. I dropped my cheese. Life's getting weird at 3 in the morning right now. Welcome to Omaha. It is 8 in the morning Central Time. Kevin has done it, and a man of his word, he has done exactly half of the trip. We're stopping at McDonald's in Nebraska. I don't know what part, and we're gonna ceremoniously pass the torch onto me. But first, we're gonna eat a little bit. It is 9 in the morning. It doesn't feel like that because it's just been an ongoing process, but it is now yours truly's turn to drive. I've got a lot more to lose, but at least if the trailer flips, and it's considered my fault, my own fault for ruining my car, and I can't blame Kevin for that. I liked having that plausible deniability at first. Now I gotta be a responsible adult. Okay, you got me at regular 87, 265 basically. Look at this shit, 87.5, yeah, at 299. The trick is, it's only on pumps 9 and 10, whereas 8 and so on, obviously the majority of the pumps only have the traditional 3 here. It's deceptive advertising. I thought the Rocky Mountains would be a little bit more rockier. Denver's full of shit, man. Good old quote from Dumb and Dumber. We're almost to the Rocky Mountains. The world should be so lucky. Obviously, I'm extremely loopy, but I'm not tired. I took a 5 energy and vibrating at the moment. We've made it this far. We're in the beginning of Colorado, getting ready to head into Denver and then ultimately the Rockies. Spring is in the air, and by that I mean wildfire smell. So I know I'm near Vail, which is where I was 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago for good old adventure drives, but I'm in or near Dillon. We made it through some of the toughest roads so far. We got 3 miles to the gallon going up from Denver up into the mountains. I couldn't film it because that would be extremely reckless, and both hands were on the steering wheel and my third hand was praying. We've made it out to beautiful Utah. I've been driving for quite a few hours now. I'm at least 2/3 of the way done with my trip, and it feels pretty good. The car, everything runs smooth. I'm trying to move so that guy doesn't run me over. But yeah, this car is doing perfectly fine. Had a couple moments where the car's a little bit unstable at, I don't know, 90 miles an hour, something like that, you know. But overall, wonderful, wonderful experience. And my tank is full. Well, this part is just surreal. It looks beautiful on camera, and this is on a damn iPhone, and it's just something nuts. If you guys get a chance, this is I-70 out in Utah, maybe about 100 miles west of the border between Utah and Colorado, but it's just beautiful. And we made it to Vegas. Of course, my phone's not gonna focus, and it's not gonna show you the beautiful cityscape behind it. You might be able to see it. Well, here we are. It's on basically the last fill up. We're basically every 200 miles filling up, so this is the last one, which is almost borderline emotional, even though I really don't give a shit. But we're here out in Pim. But it's the set of casinos that you see from LA as you go to Vegas. What? You can barely see it. Just there we go. Kevin illuminated it with the brake lights. But we have made it. It's 3 in the morning in California time. But remember, we started in Eastern Standard Time, so this is 6 in the morning. 40 hours of being up and 34 hours of driving. So we're gonna unlock the shop and consider this trip done. Such an easy car to move out of the way.
Because I can't see anything.
You did really good
When
with.
I go to the side, it's like it all disappears.
Yeah, that turned out really good though. I cannot believe that we did this. This 34 35 hours ago was just just a dream and okay, let's just get on the road. And we were 3 time zones away and across the entire country. So we literally made it from Michigan to California in 34 hours with all of our stops and everything, with a trailer and a beautiful Durango SRT, as well as obviously the eye on the prize. The CTS-V is now in the shop, ready to rock out. And there you have it. That is 3 out of the 5 cars that are in LA now in my arms. I was gonna say that safely for them, but that's really not. Next episode is getting all the other cars here, the rotaries particularly, so we can start getting some Frankenstein craziness on them, work on them more. I can work as long as I want, film as much as I want, and make some beautiful things happen.